Hello, everybody. We're GG. It's D&D, and we're not doing another episode of Tales of Verradella
today.
Welcome to a Call of Cthulhu campaign two-shot, I guess.
Yes, sir.
My name is Evan. I'm going to be your keeper of arcane lore for the evening. Joining me, we have Jen.
Hola, mi amigos. How are we doing tonight? I'm Mr. Jen for tonight because I'm wearing a fly tuxedo right now.
What?
We have Noah.
I didn't even comprehend that I would be on this side of the fucking microphone.
You didn't come up with the
I
bit?
didn't.
You didn't come up with the bit.
You didn't come up with the bit.
Should. Oh my god, I've forsaken you. Next year. Next week. Next week.
Episode 2 of this coming out in a few years. And we have Rin.
Wait a minute. Small.
No,
spider.
No.
Oh, God. So, just before we begin, none of us have played Call of Cthulhu before. We are probably going to get something wrong.
That's just how it be sometimes, you know?
That's just how it be. We've made ourselves some nice 1920s themed PNG, modified them a little bit.
Don't worry about it, guys. 1 out of the 3 of us watched half of a video on how to play this game.
Yeah, that's like a sixth of us.
Yeah.
We got the maths.
And a few more things before we begin. Call of Cthulhu is a little different from D&D. It's less, to quote Taliesin Jaffe, less heroics and more running for your fucking life. So it might be a little different, but yeah. Also, fair warning: H.P. Lovecraft is a little racist, to put it bluntly. None of us endorse this; just felt it needed to be said. I think that's everything.
Racism is kind of cringe.
Yeah, don't do that. There are plenty of really good cosmic horror authors out there that do not have that, and I highly recommend you check them out if you like that type of stuff. So, yeah, without further ado, shall we dive into the madness?
Indeed.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh my god, me and Noah on the same team?
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Shit. You can hear my dice.
we can.
Cringe.
Stop fondling them.
I put them down.
Anyways, intro.
So, our story begins tonight in a world similar but marginally different from our own. It's one where humanity lives on its own little island of ignorance out in a vast ocean, surrounded by a toiling storm. Very few ever end up even venturing to the beach of this island, content with the fact that they have explored their little section of it and will pass on. Very few ever, as said, venture to the beach of this island, and even fewer are willing to ask what lies beyond, what lies beneath the waves. Even fewer venture out to find the answers for themselves. Those that do and survive come back with the terrible truth. Dark things lurk beneath the waves. Unknowable cosmic horrors, just on the edge of humanity's island. And it is here that we begin our tale, on a cold, foggy winter's night, in a land far to the north brimming with tales of myth and legend. And it is here that 3 new souls are approaching the beach of this island. Coming back now to one of these souls. Sorry. Get my... Sorry.
Wait, should we mention
No,
that we're in
here.
Norway?
Yeah, we're in Norway.
By the way,
You find yourself sailing on what is essentially a small passenger cruiser out of the port of Trondheim after being given a letter by the police chief there regarding your endeavor. It's looks to be fairly old for you.
Okay, cool.
Looks to be at least decently old, with the date being written 6 months prior to this.
Fuck.
The rest is a cold, stormy night, and you can feel as you stand on the bow of the ship, the waves rocking you up and down, a slight chill in the air as a fog begins to roll over the entrance to the fjord. The rest of you will come back to later, but for now, Gray, opening this letter,
That's me.
you find decently, elegantly written thing, but it's short and to the point. To whomever's reading this letter, I thank you for taking the time to venture out to our small little village. We've had a situation recently. Disappearances have been happening amongst the townsfolk, and none of us have been able to pinpoint the location. Few of us tried, and for that, we lost them. We are now putting out an open letter to any who would hope to help us in our endeavor to find the source of these disappearances. If you wish to inquire more after this, well, you can find me at the Long Wave. It's a small, I guess, pub in our little neck of the woods run by kind of a strange young lady named Asolg. If you wish to contact me, I will be there. Sincerely, Erland Oveson.
Erland Oveson?
Oveson.
Erland Oveson. All right, these people seem desperate. If there's desperate people, there's a paycheck.
Oh god.
After a few short moments, your little passenger ship finally reaches the dock, and you can see in front of you the small town of Berkstad. It's a quaint place, more compared to the cities that you're used to, more rustic. You can see a few smaller, what's almost log cabins on the outskirts of the city, with, as you get closer, more and more stone and, I guess you could say, I don't want to say modern, but more sturdier materials being used, with remnants of electricity being found in some areas of the town. It's a little more remote than what you're used to, but you'll have to do for now. But venturing into this town, you quickly...
I have a quick question.
Sorry.
Are the roads of this town like nicely paved, or is it like grassy sides, dirt paths, or what is it?
It's more grassy sides, dirt paths on the outskirts of the town, but as you get closer, it begins to become, like, closer to the center, it begins to become more paved.
Alright, well, until I get to the nicely paved sections of town, I'm going to stay in the dead center of the dirt path, where it's mostly worn, farthest from the grassy sides.
Alright.
Make my way towards probably the center
Alright.
of town, is my guess.
As you step off the boat, could I get you to make a spot hidden roll, please? So
yes, you can.
this will be
My good sir,
if
I
you're-
rolled a 53.
a 53.
My spot hidden is
So-
25.
All right, you
Oh my
are
god!
unaware of. All right, so you continue on.
I'm unaware
further
of
into-
nothing because there's nothing to be aware of, obviously. I didn't see nothing.
Exactly. As you venture further into the center of town, you very quickly find what you're looking for. I almost called it the burnt one in. The Long Wave.
Perfect.
It's surprisingly, actually, one of the only two-story buildings in town. It's almost like it's almost built like a traditional log cabin, although you can tell with this, it's definitely been modified.
Is it made of like whole logs, or is it
like whole logs, kind of like stacked in sort of that type of style?
All right.
Plants.
Through the
I stand staring at it for a second. I don't go in yet.
Through the few windows that are visible here, you can hear the telltale signs of conversation with what sounds like a small crowd on the other side, as well as the clinking of a few glasses with a little bit of warm firelight kind of coming through the windows.
All right. I stare at this for a second, trying to think how I'm gonna get in.
It doesn't count as plants.
No, it's made of wood. It's scary.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna, like, just reach my hand out, try and open the door quickly, and then, like, scoot sideways in, like, making myself as thin as possible so I stay as far away from the sides as I can.
All right.
Looking like a total insane person.
Okay. Elizabeth and Phineas. Could I have both of you make a spot hidden roll?
Oh, fucking absolutely.
Let's do it.
Oh, fuck no. That's a 78.
Oh no, that's a 94.
Okay. Off to a great start.
Really spotting the
might
hidden
as-
stuff here.
I feel like,
might as
hold
well
on, real
ask-
fast before we continue, because we mentioned it was different from D&D, but we didn't say how.
Oh,
In Call of Cthullu,
yeah.
you gotta roll low to be good.
Yep.
You gotta roll lower than your stat. Alright, continue.
So after you very gingerly enter into the long wave, you can see first of all a few things. Since I might as well. Elizabeth, would you like to describe your character?
Okay, so Elizabeth is just, she's like a petite, a little on the shorter side woman. She has her hair, loosely down and brown, wearing a nice dress, carrying a little purse with her. And yeah, that's Elizabeth Jones.
And Phineas, could you describe your character?
Oh, well, Phineas. See, I'm an actor. So I'm putting on the 9s right now. I'm wearing the best suit you could probably buy as an actor, sometime in the 20s. I don't really know. I'm not too informed of the 20s. I got like black hair that's slicked back, really tight. Kind of a pencil thin mustache going on. I'm 5'10", and my skin looks pristine because I take care of myself and I care about my appearance.
So,
Should I describe Marcello?
if you'd like.
Oh, I also have my manservant here, Marcello, with me. He's like 6'2", really thin, pale Brit guy. He's my favorite companion. He always takes care of me. He wrote the itinerary for this trip.
As you enter into the I guess I want to say tavern, although it definitely reminds you of one. I will say pub.
Alright.
It's a medium-sized room with a lit fireplace in the back left corner, right? With actually a traditional-looking like a round buckled shield with a very intricately carved single-bladed hand axe held above it. Looking over, glancing in front of you, there is essentially right on the other side of the door, kind of next to the fireplace, there is what looks like what passes for, I guess, a little nook. It's quaint, and you can see there the Phineas and Marcello looking like they're staying at least somewhat away from everyone else in the crowd. Glancing to your right, you can see the bar, kind of all laid out caskets of, for you, very strange whiskey everywhere along the back, as well as essentially free-flowing booze. It kind of reminds you of a speakeasy, if not a little less illegal. But behind the bar, you can see what looks like a very tall, somewhat lithe woman with like just absolutely crazy frazzled red hair, barely kept in any form of cohesion, just kind of behind the bar, running around and serving drinks when she can.
She looks like a character. I'll walk up to her.
Merida from Brave.
I was thinking Miss Frizz from the Magic School Bus.
Miss Frizzle.
Miss Frizzle, yeah, that's her. That's the one.
Walking up,
Yeah, I'll walk up to her.
kind of, as you get up there, kind of stops, squints a little.
I squint back.
I don't recognize you. Are you from out of town?
I don't recognize you either. Are you from out of town?
All right, smartass. What do you want?
Well, actually, I'm here on a little bit of business. I'm actually looking for someone named Erland Ovagung. Erland.
Ovison?
That's the one.
Oh
Overgun.
my god!
Yeah,
Erland! You have a visitor! And you can see, kind of in what looks like kind of the center of a crowd, you can see a very muscular, essentially, for his age, exceptionally muscular older fellow with kind of like gray hair, all kind of kept in like what looks like some form of braid down his like the back of his head, with a thick beard, sitting on the cross from a table, who sitting at a table across from another gentleman who looks like they've just been drunk into the table. You can see him victoriously slam a mug down. Sorry, what was that? You have a visitor.
Hi.
Sorry about that. Let's get ourselves a table.
Oh,
Apologies, everyone. It looks like the festivities of tonight are going to have to be paused for a bit. I have a visitor who might be here about our quandary.
yeah,
And
that sounds about right.
he ushers you back to kind of a side table. I would say
sheepishly
the rest-
follow him.
the rest of you, I would say, notice this as well. Since he makes quite a scene about it. But so I'm guessing you got the letter at the Trondheim station.
I did. I pull it out and I hold it out.
Well, I don't mean to be blunt here. We've
Please
had
do.
issues with disappearances, and frankly, none of us are capable to solve this. We were hoping for a private eye from out of town, or someone who had info with experience and training in such the sort. After all of us are, well, we're not exactly the most investigative sort out here.
Well,
Apologies.
oh, you're all right. You look like you've had a bit of a night.
Yes, I have. By the way, ale.
No,
if
thank
you're
you.
interested.
I'm all right.
All right.
You gotta
But,
keep the mind sharp if you're one of the straighten my shirt, best private eyes in the world.
Oh my Christ.
Well. I hope
Fucking
you're.
Batman here.
I hope you're able to uphold that. I would hate to have
Obviously.
put out that bounty for nothing. Let's get to the point. We've had people disappearing. About, as of now, 16 of us have gone missing, which is a considerable chunk of our people
like
here.
a quarter of a stack in Minecraft.
What's Minecraft?
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Continue.
But we put out our information after our police officer, our one officer of town actually,
It's not a lot.
Oder, disappeared, trying to follow a lead. He was last seen on the outskirts of town, actually, checking up on a case where we had someone disappear. If you need any information for you, would be at the station, or not station. At well, I suppose at my place. I would say swing by, but later, since I don't have it with me at the moment. But you look tired, and you look like you could use some rest for the night.
Well, yeah, I could use my sleep, but always gotta keep the mind sharp. Don't want to keep it overworked.
You won't have to worry about accommodations, by the way. Assel will be more than happy to put you up for board for the night in one of our rooms.
That's very kind of you.
Yes. She's a bit of a nut job, but she's a kind lady, so do be nice to her.
All right.
On another note, I might as well ask, are those two your acquaintances? And he points to, well, I guess 3. It's a bit hard to see that small one over there.
Are you making
Points
fun
to-
of my height?
He points to, he originally actually points to you, Elizabeth, and Marcello, and then he actually leans over and he points at Phineas behind him when he mentions 3.
I feel heavily offended right now, I must say.
Why would you think that?
Well, they're,
Are
they're
you
both
fucking
out of
talking about me over there?
Are you not with him? He points over at Phineas. Or not Phineas, he points over at
Gray.
Gray.
Met this
No,
guy.
who
Not
the
with
fuck
him.
is this?
Yeah.
I'm so
Why-
confused. Why are we? Why are you getting us confused? What? You thinking we're together?
I mean, we never get visitors, so I was just curious.
I guess that makes sense. Actually, that is fair.
You guys sure you're going to be alright? We've had some disappearances around town lately.
Nothing would happen to me, you know? I think I can handle myself pretty well.
An actor is always prepared.
Is that a child?
I am not a child, thank you very much.
You sure? You did you lose your parent?
I didn't. I will have you know that I am a professor and I demand respect, okay?
All right, jeez.
Marcello, hand him my card. Hand him my little my business card.
Of course. It's over. He brings over. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
So-
Ma'am. Sorry, I never actually quite caught your name.
Me? You handed
Yes.
me a card? Like, what? I'm literally right next to you. Why do you need, like, hello? Like, I'm really, like, 1 foot away from you.
One of my employers bid me hand over the
No.
business
Put the card back. You don't need to
Okay.
waste fucking paper. Like, this guy is,
Very
like,
well.
being so extraordinarily, like, extraordinary for no reason. I'm right here. You can just talk to me.
Very well. If you'll excuse me. He walks away somewhat defeated.
Don't worry, Marcello. You're doing great.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry. My employers bid me give you these, and he hands over a very fancy-looking business card with the name. No, to
Me?
to
Okay.
you and to Erlin.
I'll take one.
Eggshell Romalian type. What do you think?
Oh,
It's it looks quite nice.
I like
Erlin.
hold it by the corner in my I pinch it by the corner of one hand and flick it. It's like, is it cardstock or is it like flimsy paper?
It's-
Like,
It's cardstock. It's
Ooh.
well made.
ooh, wow, you could you can do some damage with this. These are nice. I'm not even gonna read it. I'm just looking at it. These are nice. I put it in my pocket. Don't even read it. Oh, what's your name? It's nice to meet you.
Erlin. Nice to meet you too, sir. I'm Marcello.
I'm so.
and,
It's nice to meet you too. I lean over. What's your name? The guy who told him to come give me this piece of paper. What's your name?
my
it's-
employer's
Go ahead,
Uh,
Marcello. You're doing good.
my employer's name is Phineas.
All right. It's nice to know Phineas. You back there. What's your name?
Elizabeth.
No, not no. God dang it! I mean you. I point at the guy who said he was an actor earlier. What's your name?
Oh.
Oh, my name is Marcello.
I'm not talking to you. Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Okay.
Sorry.
Is your name Marcello or Phineas? The guy who just handed me a business card. This skinny British bro.
Marcello.
All right. And I turn and point at the guy who sent Marcello over here. What's your name?
It's on the card. It says Phineas Gurmabaum.
All right. It's nice to meet you, Phineas. See, that wasn't so hard.
I'm saying you probably have seen one of my movies.
I'm not a moviegoer myself. They make light of the work that I do.
I think I saw you something in called Tales of Arendelle, I think.
You know what? Yeah, I did. I that's true. I played a guy named Oliver. It was pretty great.
Wow, that's some impressive resume you got there.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm here for a new movie called Vikings in the Bronx.
Oh, that's, huh? I turned back to turn back to Erwin.
You notice Erlin has kind of just taken the card from Marcello and he just unceremoniously shoves it in his pocket, probably crinkling it on the way down.
You know, in Japan that'd be an insult, but I'll allow it.
It's unfortunately we are not quite in Japan, are we?
Yeah, luckily we're not in America either. The prohibition laws kind of suck right now. Thanks for the drink, by the way.
Yes. Thank Assolg. She's works this place all constantly. Never actually seen her take a break. But back to our
I look disgruntled
conversation. You look disgruntled.
when he mentions
Um,
the prohibition laws.
Any
Well,
any more information that you might require from
Well-
us, or are you ready to begin your investigation when in the morning? Hopefully.
I can begin my investigation as soon as first light, but make it easier if you can provide me with any information you do have, so I don't have to
Right.
discover it myself. But if you don't have any to go off of, I can begin right away. It just might take a little longer, and I might have
I
to
can-
request a little bit of an increase to that. You know, a little bit of a extra effort fee. You know, extra like 5% or something. I'm thinking. We can talk about it afterwards, though.
We'll
Don't worry
talk about it afterwards.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll go get you those files then if you're okay with starting at first light.
That'd be perfect.
I'll be right back. And he kind of stands up and heads out the tavern, heads out the pub. It looks like towards wherever he keeps them. The
Mhm.
floor would be yours.
So, Phineas, was it?
Yeah, that's right.
You said you're an actor.
That I am.
You work on any mystery movies? Any like detective type stuff?
I've done a couple of, assassin
Oh,
roles.
interesting. I mean, you ever pick up any skills from the type of stuff, or you just all make believe?
You kind of pick some up. I'm a method actor.
Oh,
I'm
are
a
you now?
method
Method actor. I was actually
Yeah,
about to
yeah,
ask if
yeah.
you were a method actor. That's great to know.
Yeah. So it helps. It helps to actually go to location and learn as much as you can.
Yeah. I can understand that.
Hoping to pick up a few skills here when I'm learning about Vikings from a movie.
Huh. And you, what was it? Elizabeth, was it?
Yes.
You say you were a professor?
Yes, I'm a professor.
Oh, what's your degree in then?
How fucking old are you?
I'm 21.
Well, that is mighty young for a doctorate, master's.
Yes, yeah.
Which one? I said two.
It's a master's.
All
It's a
right.
master's.
She's
Oh,
not.
so she's
She's
not a
not
doctor.
What? Okay. And
All right, go on. You got your master's. That's very
I'm
nice.
a professor.
Hey, it's infinite times as many masters as I've got.
Yeah, so I have a master's in English. I'm a professor in English. Yes.
Wow, English. All right. It's a useful degree, huh?
What are you trying to imply?
Well, I mean, it's when I read a book, if the book says the curtains are blue, that means the curtains are blue. I don't usually like to think about it that much. I don't.
Listen, English is powerful, okay? You need to think outside of the box.
Yeah, I
not
don't
in
think
the box.
I don't think you need to analyze about
You
blue
would've
being
failed my
symbolizing
class.
depression. Yeah, I probably
You
would
would've-
have.
What the fuck is a professor doing here in Norway?
I have one of my assignments. Well, rather, I'm writing a research paper here, so
You're writing an English research paper in Norway.
yes.
You know, most people here speak Norwegian.
Are we not speaking Norwegian?
No, we're not speaking Norwegian.
No.
For this conversation, you are all technically from the U.S.
Yeah.
So
I know.
whatever
you're-
language you'd like.
Okay.
Oh, I'm speaking French. I'm just kidding.
I'm speaking Italian.
Well, Professor, you got any knowledge of like stuff in the local area? You know, like history, stuff like that? I'd assume you might have read up on it before you came here.
DM.
Make an education roll.
Okay, let's go. Ooh, my first roll. Oh shoot,
Oh,
that
shit.
should be good. That was what's that? A 7? Yeah, that's a 7.
Holy shit!
That's extreme success. Yeah, you spent quite a lot of time researching, at least the general Norwegian myths and culture and whatnot before you came. It's quite different from where you're from, obviously back home, but mainly a few things that you picked up on. A lot of the time, well, actually, a few things you picked up on that you felt would be of note. First of all, a lot of information on the myths is generally oral, since most sources were actually lost lost originally in medieval times. So we don't have a lot of them. So if you wanted to learn, it would actually have to be oral. But you also noticed as well, traveling, it can often be not the easiest. It's mainly done by boat, and what's done by on land can be quite wild since the area is quite mountainous. Actually.
I relay all of that to them. Every single thing.
So, you have done a bit of research, haven't you?
Yes, I'm quite knowledgeable.
Well,
Cool. You want to help me study for my movie?
well, actually, I think we might be able to help all of each other out. See, you seem like you've got some pretty good skills in some weird things. I feel like you'd be good at some strange things that you wouldn't expect. You said you're a method actor, and you
Yeah.
point back towards Elizabeth. You say you know quite a bit about the stuff in the area. I'm about to start a investigation into the people gone missing in the town, and there's quite a hefty reward for finding what happened to them. Be willing to split, not quite even, but I'd be willing to split the pot with you guys if you were to help me out.
If you say it's not even, then how much?
I don't know. I'm not any kind of math major or anything. I didn't get my degree, but maybe I'm thinking like 80-10-10.
I'm just gonna look over and be like, huh?
All right. 60-20-20. 60-20-20.
I'm fucking rich. I don't need your peasant money.
Oh wow, that's
Wow.
mighty.
What I do is for the stage.
What it do, Yugi?
Wow. I mean, times are tough right now, okay? I'm just saying.
Maybe for an English professor.
I don't want to hear it coming from a bimbo actor.
Hey,
A bimbo actor with money, sweetheart.
himbo actor.
An uneducated actor.
I'm paying my bills. Are you?
Yes, I'm paying my bills.
Well,
Thank
I'm
you
not. That's
very
why
much.
I'm here. I'm actually quite out of money. I have 30 kroner to my name. I transferred all of my money into kroner. I have 30 kroner to my name, which is an estimate about $3 in the United States. So I am
Wow, you're
out.
doing worse than me. Maybe you really do need the money more than I do. Okay,
That's-
80-10-10 it is.
That's quite unfortunate, sir. Kind
You
of
tell him, Marcello. You tell him.
Marcello kind of looks over. Do you have anything to spare, sir? Or should I?
Sure.
Wait, whoa. What's going on here?
I'm
Guess I'll
taking
help
pity
you
on
out.
you. I'm trying to take pity on you.
Well, that's I'd rather you didn't. That's a little embarrassing.
Let's just let
You
him
know
keep
what?
the 80-10-10. Let's just
You
move
know
on.
what? No. Times must be hard for you. You can keep your 10%.
Wow. All right. So
Or give it to the little miss right here.
all
I
right.
don't
So
fucking know.
90-10.
Whatever you want.
90-10 then, Elizabeth.
Sounds good to me.
Oh wow, I did not expect that actually to go over as well as it did. I am
Yeah,
liking
wow,
you guys
that's
a
fucking,
lot more than
that is wild.
she didn't even fight back. I thought she was gonna come back with a different offer. I was gonna bring it back. We were gonna come to a fair point.
$3.50 to my name. I think you needed more than I do.
I did it because I thought you were fucking
You
destitute.
know what? That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. So,
I guess.
what do you say?
It's about.
Well, listen, as long as I get what I need to perfectly embody this world, this country, in my performance, sure, I'll hear you out.
What's a better way to learn about a country than about the people going missing? That's what I always say. That's what my mother always told me.
Go to the library. What the fuck? Why is your mom telling you to look for missing people?
Yeah, you know. That's what we do.
Who's your mom?
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
Oh, damn. Okay. Sure. You look like you got some issues that you gotta sort out, but sure. You sure you don't need some kroner? You
I'm alright.
sound like you need some okay.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
About this time, we'll say Erlin kind of comes back into the tavern pub thing
Mhm.
for what you're used to for a case like this, you were expecting like a box or two of files. This is like a folder, and it's not even very full.
Wow, that is not a lot of information.
I'm terribly sorry. We're not not usually have issues like this before. Usually it's just someone decides to rob someone and well, we send him off to Trondheim. Usually it's actually just outsiders coming in and taking advantage of a smaller community, but here we have, it's all we have at the moment, and he hands you over the file. It's, from the looks of it, like, maybe about, like, half full, and it's full of a lot of loose leaf paper. Combing through it real quick, most of it is locations, times of the disappearances, with a distinctive lack of information on anything else.
Well, I said if you didn't have any information, it would take me quite a while, but I could get it done. Basically, that's how I'm going to be operating off of this, unfortunately.
I had hoped, mate, but I'm probably wrong.
Erlen, God, you know what? Give that number I gave you a call when I get back to the States. I feel we really need an actor of your stock for the Viking movie, and I think you'd be perfect. Just saying. If you're looking for work, just saying.
I'll consider it. I'm probably stuck here, though. I am technically the mayor.
Oh, well, look at you.
So,
Hey, it's Hollywood, baby. Who cares?
well,
We
we'll
can't-
see.
we-
Thank
we'll-
you for
we'll
the
get it.
thank you for the offer, Mr. Phineas. But I believe I'll leave you to it. Gray, it was
Indeed.
Gary.
Gray. It was Gray.
Gray.
You got it right the first time.
Gary.
I
Don't second,
apologize.
Gary, wow.
don't second guess yourself.
Gary!
Well, I'll leave you to it if you'll excuse me. I have another poor sod to drink into the table. He looks over at the crowd. Who's next? And he walks off after someone decides to take a seat.
That was an
Man,
interesting
on the other
fellow.
side.
Sucks. Thank God for this, right? Am I right? Am I right, Greg? Or was it Gary?
No, you got it right the first time. I don't know why people keep
Fine.
second guessing themselves. It's great. It's great. So,
See, around as well, Marcello comes back with, like, it almost looks like he's trying to hold a platter, but it's basically just a thing of beer held in what looks like, at least to you, it's the way you'd mainly hold, like, a more delicate beverage glass, but it's just a cup, essentially, and he's trying to act dignified about it. Mr. Phineas,
Oh.
if you, thirsty?
Oh, God bless you. God save the Queen. I love you, Marcello. Thank you so much.
It's no problem. For the lady, he has one for as well for
Oh,
for you.
I
and-
appreciate it.
you sure she's a? You know what? I'm
Yeah,
not
she
even
old
gonna.
enough to drink.
I am gonna.
You know what? It's Europe. I don't know what the drinking laws are here. I don't know what the drinking laws are
I'm
here.
21 years old. Jesus Christ.
Sure. And you've got a master's degree in English.
Yes. I
Yeah.
started out very young. I got my GE done like
When? The
elementary
womb?
Oh, look at her, a little star student.
Yes. Okay. Education is very highly valued in my family. Okay, so I had an early start.
All right. You know what? Sure, I believe you.
I'm gonna. You know what? Forget it.
Forget what?
Forget. Just move on. Move on with your day.
What time is it?
It's getting close to late at night. The moon's starting to come up in the sky, and you can see the stars out, and there's a definite fog rolling in.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Marcello, please fetch my eye cucumbers for the night.
Of course, sir. I'll be right back, Kenny. He goes
Ah,
out.
fancy.
He goes out to essentially turn the corner. You can hear like the sounds of what sounds like someone venturing up some stairs, and he'll be back in a bit.
Well, I don't think I actually got a definite answer. Do you guys think you would like to accompany me? Like to assist me in my
Don't
endeavors?
you worry about it, little
I
poor boy.
suppose.
I'll help
I don't
you
like
out.
you calling me that name. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
think it's very. Yeah, it's a little rude.
Yeah, it's a little rude to call someone a name they don't like.
Yeah, exactly.
Ain't that right,
Take
short
your
stack?
advice.
Ain't that right,
Use
short
that
stack?
first.
I am this close to just not even helping you out, okay?
I apologize. I won't do it again. I promise.
I'm sorry, you just introduced yourself as so destitute. I don't know.
I don't think I really even did that. I think you were just making it up. I think you're gaslighting me.
You said times were hard, so I'm just I'm trying to, I'm trying to give you a little boost.
Times are hard for a good reason. We don't worry about it.
Sure.
All
All right. Let's. Are we retiring for the night? Is this what's happening?
I'm
Yeah,
about to
I
retire for the night.
guess.
I've been up for quite a while. It's
All right. Well,
a scary
my
world
nightly
out
ritual
there.
takes quite a while, so I gotta get in my jammies. I gotta do my skincare routine. I gotta put on the eye cucumbers. Then I have Marcello sing me a little lullaby to sleep. And then he goes to sleep.
Oh.
That's
Wow.
quite a routine you have.
That is. I'm stuck.
Yeah,
Okay, it's fine. Yeah, that sounds interesting. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night.
Wait, is anyone kind of close to my room? Like any of you guys neighbor of I don't fucking know what kind of numbers room number 12. I'm just gonna say 12.
What's my room number?
Just
I
make
think I'm like 15.
I'm room like 37.
Wow, this is a big fucking pub.
It's not.
a
I lied.
mess.
I'm just.
I'm just I don't know numbers.
I actually haven't
Alright.
gotten my room yet. I haven't asked her for one. But to you, it's 37. I'm gonna go get my room number.
I'm gonna follow you there. Ms. Is it Ms. Mrs. Ms.
Miss.
Okay, Ms. Jones. I'm gonna follow you.
Okay, all right.
Right.
I get my
So
key from.
You're going to get your key.
Yeah, I forget her name.
Venturing up
Miss Frizzle.
to the bar. Can I help you? Yeah. Hi.
Hi. I'm. God, I forgot his name already. I threw my note out. Fuck. Erland.
That's
the guy. Erland. Yep.
Yes.
I pull out my notebook that I have on me because I am a detective. I have written my notes in. Yeah, Erland. Erland Overgang. He said you'd be willing to spot me a room for the night, free of charge.
Oh yes. Let me just go get your key. And
That'd be
she
fortunate.
ducks down below the counter, and she just basically pulls up a box of like a wooden tray of loose leaf keys
Mm-hmm.
and a whole bunch of other I don't want to say junk, but it certainly looks
Junk
like
drawer.
it. There's like a little like a crunched up ball of paper that looks like it has an order on it. There's like in the back like a set of broken key rings, a whole bunch of other stuff. There's like a little amulet with a hammer on it. Room key, and she just like starts combing through.
Do I see a room key in there?
Oh.
Make
Like,
a
if I
spot
look
hidden
in?
roll.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well,
Can
I'm good
I
at
lean
those.
over to Ms. Jones while he's doing that and be like, poor guy. He had to be spotted for his room.
think
I
it was
rolled
complimentary.
an 86.
On the 86,
Yeah, it's not
you
great.
do not find one.
Well, I see the amulet though, right?
You do, yeah.
I'm gonna go. I think that's a room key, and I'm gonna grab the amulet.
That's not a room key.
Okay. Well, I was kind of doing kind of sneaky wise, but it's whatever.
Oh my
Sorry.
Christ,
that's fine.
we're
That's whatever.
fucked.
Can I at least get a good look at it? Like, see, like.
Yeah, it's a very intricately carved. Essentially, it's held by like the handle. Essentially, it would be so that the head of the hammer is down. It's a very intricately carved. If you'd like, you can make an education check.
I would love to make an
To
education check because I am
Recognize
educated.
this.
Education, the one that's at the top of the page under POW and app.
Yeah.
Yeah. 39. My education's a 50.
39. You don't recognize the use of it, but you do recognize it is from what research you were able to do on your budget. You do recognize it is Mjolnir. It's the symbol that they.
Oh.
It's their version of the cross, essentially, that they hang over their necks.
Well, that's interesting.
Here we are. She pulls out like a very like old-fashioned kind of key ring, almost with a key on it. Looks a little rusty, if anything. What does that say? Room 8.
All right.
You are. You can hand it over. The like carving. It's actually carved into the key. Like
Oh,
handle.
the Mjolnir
The-
symbol.
No, the number.
Oh,
sorry.
8. No, okay.
Yeah, and it's like very faded to the point where like you almost have to squint to look at it.
Interesting.
That doesn't look like 37.
Good luck. Do your best. By the way, we've had it's been quite the last few months around here. We'd love it if we could at least give them a proper burial.
Don't worry, ma'am.
Oh,
I can assure you,
Considering that they're probably dead. So yeah.
my work is nothing but the best.
Well, hopefully you can live up to that.
We had an inside check in this game is where I'd be doing it.
You can do insight checks.
What's an inside check in this game?
I would say it's an intelligence check. Oh yeah. By the way, intelligence in Call of Cthulhu is like street smart, so it's
Yeah.
the wisdom of the game.
Education.
I'll do it.
Education, intelligence. Do I have to roll anything like deception wise or?
Are you trying to
if you-
deceive?
If you're actively
Well,
trying
I
to
don't know. I
deceive,
mean, you
could
wouldn't
use
call it
your-
deception. You know, it's. I'm more persuade-
If you're actively trying to deceive, I could say
Is it a contested
you
roll?
I would say yeah, it's a contested roll, and I will let you roll with a bonus dice because you probably would have to be able to chest bump a little bit in your line of work.
What's
So-
what's my bonus dice? Like a D6? I didn't read.
The bonus die, the way that works is you roll 2 of the 10s on a D100 and
Oh, gotcha.
1 of the 1s, and then you take the lowest in this case.
2 of the 10s and I take the lowest.
Yes, and whatever your social deception score is.
I rolled it twice and I got 70 twice.
70 twice.
So I got 72 total.
All right. Your intelligence roll, Phineas?
32.
It's probably exaggerating.
It's just I'm a lot.
You know, you should be an actor. You almost sold it.
What do you mean? I'm telling nothing but the truth. I am the best.
A fellow method actor. I could respect that.
Just look at him confused. What? Oh, whatever. It's I'll see you tomorrow morning. Hopefully you wake up in time if you're not spending too much time on your cucumber roll or whatever the hell it's called.
It's about this time. Sir, the room's all ready for you whenever you're ready.
Oh, thank you, Marcello. It's it's been a pleasure, guys. But I'm out. See you tomorrow morning.
All right. Good night.
Right. I will say one more time, if you'd like to do a once over of those files again or a more thorough investigation of them, now would be a good time.
Yeah, I'll do a nice little look through before I go to sleep.
Okay.
Go up, get myself ready, get myself in my pajamas.
I would say for this one, you could make either a. Depending on actually, what areas of the file would you like to try and decipher? Would you like to try and see if there's any patterns with anything, or
I'm trying to decipher patterns. Would be nice to know, but I think my main thing I'm looking for is I'm looking for. Yeah, I get. Well, it's patterns. Patterns is everything you're looking for. I'm looking for similarities between location of missing, be it
all right,
a similar geolocation or a similar type of location, like always from a forest, always from like a near a lake, something like that.
I will say make a spot hidden roll, and there are a few photographs as well if you'd like to.
Oh, I forgot we should probably mention this. We have luck, and we can spend it to push our points down.
Alternatively, as well, you can say that you'd like to push your roll and you roll again, but if you fail, you treat it as a fumble, which is the same thing as a crit fail.
All right. So what was this again?
You can make a spot hidden for patterns, and I will say a photography for the few pictures that there are with the whatchamacallit.
All right. Spot hidden's going first. Good sir, that is a 40.
That is a 40.
And
Would you like to push your roll
I
or
would.
spend the luck?
I feel like if the dungeon master is asking me if I'd like to push my roll, I'm gonna push my roll.
What's a dungeon master?
Sorry, our keeper of arsenic. All right, here we go.
Arsenic?
Sir,
Arsenic!
Yes, can I interest you in any arsenic?
sir, I rolled the exact same number.
All right. Would you like to spend any
Fucking
luck?
failed.
I'll spend 21 luck on this fucking roll.
Right now.
And
Oh my
turns
God.
it.
Wait,
and that
actually, no,
turns
it's
it
not
into
20. Sorry, 40. I'm trying to get it down. If I get it to the exact number of my spot hidden check, is
Yeah,
that
under?
it counts?
counts.
Exact.
Beat or under.
So I rolled a
equal to or
40.
under.
I'm trying to go to 25. If I spend 15, will it be a success?
You're trying to get to a 20. Yeah. So yeah.
All right, I
just have to
I
equal.
spend 1/3 of my entire luck pool.
Oh my
Oh
lord.
boy. So you're down to 30 luck.
Yep.
Oh
I'm
my
staring
God.
at this thing for a long ass time.
You're staring at this for a while, and it takes you a bit because you're trying to like figure out the topography of the area as well.
Yeah.
Because it's basically the map is of the map and whatnot. You have to construct that yourself, and it takes quite a bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice they are always on the outskirts of town, and they're always whenever whoever it is alone. There's no pattern at time of day, or like general location. It's basically just a ring on the outskirts of town. The most recent one happening to the eastern or the southwestern exit of town. Southwestern exit of town, and you notice that there looks like from little bits of information that you can kind of compile that there is actually looks like a trail outside of town heading down that way. But you're not sure where that would go. If you'd like to examine any of the photos as well, which the few that there are, I will say make a photography roll.
All right, I'll do that as well. Writing my notes.
We have a photography roll?
I do, because I am a private investigator. I take photos a lot.
It's part of it's under art
Motherfucker,
craft, so
I think I need to switch my dice out. That is like the 70 I've rolled. 70 I've rolled. 72. And my
72?
photography is a 55.
no.
I'm gonna push my
So,
fucking roll. Fuck this shit.
You're gonna push it.
Motherfucker. Okay, I tear the photos in half. I got an 86.
Okay.
Oh my lord.
I'm switching my dice out. I'm switching
You
them
should
out.
probably
accidentally-
switch your dice.
You rested your coffee or a beer on top of the photo.
I don't
As
drink it.
you-
I rested my coffee.
I guess as you
Woof.
go through the photos, you get very, very focused on like the location with where they are and trying to find any like commonality. So like you're looking and they're all like, it's all like there's the one that goes out into the like what looks like a trail into the woods. There's one that goes just like in between what looks like a main street that you actually think you recognize. It's just all over the place. You're trying to find like a connection, like, oh, maybe that there's maybe like you can figure out where they're gonna go next by seeing a thing in the background, but you get nowhere with that.
All right, I ripped the photos in
It's-
half out of anger and put them back in the file.
All
What
right.
a detective, folks.
I
You-
rolled a crit fail. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You end up destroying the photos and kind of dejectedly placing them back in the file.
It's not
which-
like complete destroy. I like rip them in
World's
half. You
greatest
can put them right
detective,
back.
everybody.
Hey, excuse. I'm in the privacy of my own room, sir.
But yeah, you don't make much
I heard the
leeway
pain.
with the photos.
I heard the pain in his voice.
Would anyone else like to do anything for the night, or are we going to
I'm passing
Head
the
to
fuck
the-
out.
head to the new
Next
day? You're passing.
day.
All right. There are no long rests in this game, by the way.
Yeah, it's whatever.
I feel like I should warn you now.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
you don't jump up hit points at the end of a day. You have to succeed on medicine rolls to gain hit
Gotcha.
points.
Oh, I have a fucking 2 in medicine or something. Oh, sorry, it's a 1. Ha.
So that I feel like I should tell you that now for future things. You cannot just fall asleep and get back up with full hit points.
Yeah, it's whatever.
But as the sun
doesn't
kind of
take
crests over the
damage.
horizon, you're greeted with essentially a large amount of light being streamed into your rooms, and you all very quickly notice none of the rooms that you have blinds or anything.
Oh,
If there's a window, it's just a piece of glass, and it's right out. And as you come up, it's like as the sun comes up, it arcs right through the glass. For those of you that are unfortunate enough to be in those rooms, which for all of you is you. But you can kind of look out over the town. It's a lot different than what you saw at night. And you actually see as you kind of look out. There's definitely an air of tension since people are all kind of sticking together now. as you notice that, which you kind of didn't get since the streets were a little deserted last night, but everyone's kind of huddling together more than would be normal at other places, as well as the fact that very few children seem to have the kind of, I guess, spunk that they normally would. They're not running around as much. They're sticking close to their parents.
Well, seems sad.
You can kind of, if any of you would like, you can make a listen roll.
Absolutely.
I'll do. Wait. Oh, is it just one person?
No, you can all make one.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I will start.
I use my
96.
detective ear to
Oh,
listen in
boy.
closely, and
That's a fumble.
I listen.
85.
I rolled a 56.
Fly flies into my ear.
You rolled an 86?
56, excuse you.
56?
My listen is like 10, so.
All right. And
Remember, I'm the world's best detective.
Don't you forget it.
and
Don't forget about it.
Elizabeth.
I rolled an 85.
Okay. It's kind of
Oof.
hard to hear since you can all hear like it's the sound is it's muffled essentially coming in through the windows. For you, Phineas, as you're kind of trying to listen, Marcello comes in. Sir, would you like a coffee? And you see him. He kind of like knocks over a table as he comes in. Oh, shit. Terribly sorry about that, sir. And he's like puts the coffee down and he starts setting the table back up. But that loud crack kind of takes away anything that you might thought you had, any conversations that you thought you might have latched onto.
Marcello, please. You're a dear friend. Don't worry about it. Just forget about it.
Okay, sir. So you have quite the day ahead of you, it looks like. Solving a mystery. That reminds me of that time you played that detective.
You know
What's
what?
his name?
What was his name, actually? I think his name was, I'm just gonna rip it off. I think it was, like a guy named Shirley or something.
Yeah.
Shirley Apartments.
Oh, shut the fuck up!
Well,
Oh my
who knows,
god.
maybe this will be valuable for when you hopefully pick up a role like that again.
Yeah, it's kind of like a 2-for-1 deal. I'm learning how to be a Viking and slightly a detective. I'm accompanied by the world's greatest detective over here.
I can almost hear the air quotes on your voice, sir.
I heard that. These walls are thin.
Rats,
No,
looks
you
like
didn't.
Looks like he's already up. Well then, shall
Wait a
we?
second. Didn't I say like I was room like 12 and you're room 7? How the they're so thin it
I'd like to,
reaches
I'd like-
five other rooms?
I'd like to
You're
retcon. I
very-
have room 11, if that's all right with you, with Keeper of Arcane Lore.
Sure.
All right, I appreciate it. I heard that.
Yo, I must have switched rooms in the middle of the night. I don't know.
Who knows?
Gotta get closer to the
Maybe.
person you're investigating. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
Stop listening.
Would certainly hope so.
I go down for breakfast.
All right.
I go down for breakfast after I comb my hair and grease it back, and then comb my mustache and make it pencil thin.
All right. Well, as you do that, would you? So you kind of head down into the pub below. You can see unlike last night where there was quite the crowd of people just kind of running back and forth in the place. It is almost, frankly, deserted. You can swear for a second that you can hear like wind blowing through underneath the door, with how quiet it is in here.
Actually, one more thing. How was Gray dressed?
How was Gray dressed?
Yeah, were you dressed like a detective would be, Gray?
Trench coat, yeah.
Yeah, then I
okay.
wear the exact same thing
I had
because
okay,
I'm
okay.
trying to method act a detective.
I had a
Wow.
trench coat and the Shirley Apartments hat. Sherlock Holmes hat. And I had a magnifying glass in like my front pocket. That's like you can see the top of the magnifying glass, but it's definitely just for like show. Like it's
Then I wear the exact same thing, except it just looks nicer.
Wow.
I'm-
Look at this dude.
I'm trying to embody a detective here. I'm trying to. He says he's the world's greatest detective. I'm trying to emulate that.
You know, emulation is
Before-
the finest form of flattery.
Before we venture down, actually, is there anything anyone would like to do?
No, not
Beforehand.
in particular.
All right.
Hmm.
Venturing down into the kind of the main floor of the pub, tavern, inn. It's basically I don't know,
Yeah,
pub,
the place.
the place. You can see basically the same site, except the only difference being that it is just deserted. Like you can swear you hear the whistling of wind coming in underneath the door. It's strange almost. You can see the same site. The only difference being you can hear this kind of sizzling sound that you didn't expect, and you can see Aslog behind the I guess the bar area trying to make something for you all.
Oh.
Hi, sorry, morning, hi.
Good
Morning.
morning.
Morning, sweetheart.
Oh shit! And you can see you look over like whatever she was making. It almost looks like a pancake. If it wasn't
Almost.
charcoal black.
All right.
Oh.
She kind of chucks that one out like, make another one.
You
Hey, don't waste
want
food.
help?
Don't waste food. Hey, pass that over here. Pass it over here.
Oh my god, poor
Okay.
guy's eating burnt pancakes.
Excuse you.
Um,
These are just like the pancakes my mother used to make.
All right.
Marco, you think you
She-
could help? You think you could help out?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Do you want some help?
I should be fine. I should be fine. I'm just not used to making this type of food. Usually, it's all more what we're used to up here.
What you're more used to making?
Generally, actually, it's gonna be a little strange. We actually generally had a lot of fish. It's
Then
a
why
fishing
don't you
village
make
after all.
something you're more comfortable with.
Just trying to accommodate you guys. You're a little, frankly, new, and a lot of times,
I
food can be
appreciate
considered
that,
weird.
but if you ever want to go back to your comfort cooking, by all means, please go
Yeah,
ahead.
Okay,
For sure,
all right,
good.
awesome. And
You got
she-
a good cod?
she takes basically all of it and she just dumps it in the garbage.
Don't worry.
You can see,
No food.
you,
No.
you can see,
Oh, poor guy
You
wants the
could-
dumps to die for his food.
you can see like
I restrained
charcoal-
myself.
You can see even more charcoal black pancakes just fall into the garbage.
Single tear rolls down my
And she like,
face.
and she's like, okay, let's do this. Let's do this the right way then. And she
No.
pulls out. She pulls out a few fish and a couple other ingredients. Once you get over the smell, she kind of brings it in front of you. It tastes really good.
I
It's-
think you making fish and chips?
really
Is that what
nice.
you're making?
I
I think Lemoncello over here would appreciate that.
Oh my god!
Close, but not quite. Let me
I'd like to
Let me-
sleight of hand a granola bar
gonna sleight of
great into his pocket.
All right.
Whose pocket? Mine?
Yours?
All right.
Let me figure out if there's a sleight of hand skill.
There is.
Yeah,
There
slide
is.
It's a 10 for me.
It's a 10 for you.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna fail it, but fuck it. That's a 28.
Would you like to push your roll?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well,
I'm eating my fish.
eating your fish. It's actually pretty good. I don't know how to describe it. I don't have a lot of fish.
Yeah.
It's really good though. It's almost like this nice mix of like it's fish. It's good.
I
Start off with this
successfully
one.
sneak a granola bar into your pocket.
We'll come back to that.
He's...
Okay.
Hey, what the fuck?
We'll
What you doing?
We'll
What
come
you
back to
trying
that.
I snatched this out of my
Never
side of my
mind.
trench coat. What are you trying to do over here? What's
You just look like you really needed it.
you trying to pickpocket me? You said I'm down on my luck. Why are you trying to take stuff out of my pocket?
You'll find that there's now a granola bar in your pocket.
Take it out. What the fuck?
I
There
think-
you go.
I thought you
to-
said you
go
were an
to-
actor. I thought you said you were an actor,
you
not a
go to-
wizard. The fuck?
Hold on. You go to reach down into your pocket,
Mhm.
and you can see there's now a small hole there,
Oh,
which
motherfucker!
you forgot about, and the granola bar is on the floor.
Shit.
Oh, what the fuck?
Was that hole already in my pants, or keeper
Yeah,
of
it was
our,
already,
of,
it was
of-
already there.
of
Was that
armory.
your magnifying glass pocket?
No, my magnifying glass pocket's up here, and like the breast pocket, like a magnifying glass, like staring directly at you.
Poor guy's got a hole in his clothes.
And behind, you can actually see behind the magnifying glass, like the like tan of my trench coat that's on the other side of the magnifying glass is like a much lighter color than the rest because the sun is being magnified on it, making it sun bleach faster. Why the fuck did you do that?
I saw you really eyeing up those dumpster pancakes. So,
So you
I
gave
thought you could really use this.
me a granola bar is solitude.
You look like
Condolences.
apparently you were really hungry.
Whatever.
Oh my Christ.
All right, I pick up the granola bar and I eat it.
It tastes like a granola bar.
That's good. I like granola bars. They're good.
It's a nature valley.
Oh,
How do you know it's
Oh, delicious.
Nature's Valley been invented yet?
It's
probably
Doesn't matter.
Somebody go
it's
confirm
natural
for us.
canyon.
Someone go confirm if Nature's
No,
Valley
it's-
existed in 19...
It's natural canyon.
Yes,
It's
it
different.
definitely was not.
Right.
All right, I appreciate it.
Granola bar.
Poor guy.
Back and forth like a bite of fish, a bite of granola bar.
What a combo.
It's
What
an
a
odd,
combo.
yeah, it's an odd combo.
Really adds.
And
to
then like
the
every like
texture.
third bite is burnt pancake that's left over.
No fucking way.
No.
I didn't go
way.
get it. It's the one that I took from her already.
Yeah. As you're eating, for you, it's kind of like an odd mix of like savory from the fish, kind of crunchy from the granola bar, and then there's like, yes, this is just ash.
Hmm.
As you
yes,
eat.
Ash.
My favorite, ash.
You know, charcoal
getting
is
this-
good for the stomach.
I'm getting nostalgia from this. This is good. Reminds me of home.
Fish,
You eat
granola
ashes?
bar, and a burnt pancake.
Well, ashes. Burnt.
Oh, my apologies.
My mom's not the best cook.
Ashes, because that sounds better than a burnt pancake.
It really disguises the taste of the rest of the food. It's good. It kind of triumphs over it, makes it all taste like ash. It's fine.
You should like instead of like
Yeah.
taking turns, you should like in one like bite like of everything.
I'm gonna take the burnt pancake. I'm gonna put the fish and granola bar in it and fold it like a taco and eat it.
Yeah. There
Poor
you
By the
go.
time you are done
There you
with
go,
your
guy.
meal,
Sam.
by the time you are done with your meal, your mouth is like charcoal black, as like all your teeth and
Wait,
whatnot
is
are
his
just
tongue back? Is his
completely-
tongue
Oh my-
black?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like the back of his throat almost looks black.
Delicious.
That
Poor
was
Like,
guy's
burns
looking more and
you-
more destitute.
It, it earns you a bit of a look from Aslog before she kind of shakes her head and
What do you look
pours
at?
herself what looks like a cup of ale.
you.
Nothing.
You good? That looks like quite a
I'm
meal.
fine. I'm the best of my entire life.
As you guys are having this conversation, you can hear the voice of what sounds like Erlin. Excuse me, Gray. We've had a situation.
Oh fuck.
Don't worry, we got this. And I pull out my magnifying glass, but it's a prop.
What? When are you? It's whatever.
We had someone else. Someone's gone. We had someone missing.
All right. Well, they say I pull up my notebook and check my notes. They say you gotta find a missing person within I think it's 24 hours, or else the chances of finding them is cut in 50th. It's 50%. It's really bad if you don't find them in the first. Let's go. Let's go.
Just go. Just go.
Let's go.
And he leads you out essentially past the kind of main area of town where it looks like everyone's staying, past all that, to a very essentially remote part of town where you can see like a small cabin, it looks like,
Mhm.
kind of sitting on top of a hill, with a dirt path heading up to it, with essentially it looks like just nothing there.
Dirt path going up to it.
Yep.
All right, I stay in the dead center of the dirt path.
All right, as you begin kind of traveling up the dirt path, you can see a large, dense forest kind of to your north, almost, and the ocean kind of is to your south a little bit. As you eventually get there, you just kind of stops. We had another one kind of just vanish, fucking kicks the dirt as he just starts wandering around. See
This
anything?
was-
Sorry.
Sorry.
Last night.
This was the
after
last
we,
place they were seen.
last place that anyone saw them going. His name was Bjorn. He's really young. He's 13.
The world's greatest detectives are on the case.
Look at him. Detectives. It's multiple.
But yeah, he will leave you to it. I'm gonna go have to try and help out his mother a little bit.
Send condolences to Bjorn's family for me.
Of course.
I'm gonna...
He begins walking up the hill. For what it's worth, he was looks like heading home. He was at the where was he? He was visiting old damn it, what was his face? He was visiting old Invar at his shop, it looks like.
Invar?
Yeah, he runs he's got an antique shop in town.
Ooh, I like antiques. Usually them for a good deal.
The Never Lost or something, I think. Yeah,
Never
Never
Lost.
Lost. He's fair warning. He's a bit of an old grump.
All right.
Wouldn't be very loud if I were you in there. He I don't even know how Bjorn even managed to become friends with him. He's a bit crazy. Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
I appreciate your due diligence.
We're on the case.
Thanks.
As I hold up my magnifying glass.
Yeah,
is
we're on the case.
Completely just a prop. There's not
Yeah,
even
yeah,
glass
yeah.
in there.
I know. It's just a book.
There's not even glass in there if you look hard enough.
All right, well, I'm gonna look around for some clues. Take on my notebook
Right.
check. Yep, that's the next step. Look for some clues.
I would say roll me a spot hidden roll.
All right. I don't
All
step
of us
on
or
the.
just him.
I will say one of you can roll with two bonus dice, or
Well,
um.
I do not step off of the dirt path. I stay away from the grass.
Okay, in that case, I will allow, depending on who gets the if anyone goes onto the grass, I
Oh.
will say whoever rolls there, do it with Actually, sorry, my bad. You're only on the dirt path.
I'm only on the dirt path.
All right. Anyone investigating the grass before we do this?
I'm going to investigate. However, I'm not investigating. I'm acting.
Okay. And Elizabeth.
Oh, sure. I'll investigate the grass.
All right. In that case, I will just have you both roll a regular spot hidden.
All right.
Because
Oh, I can't roll an acting?
if you'd like to roll your arts and crafts acting thing, you may.
55.
Oh, that's great.
Sorry. 25?
55.
55.
All right.
And
I'm gonna roll mine. 96.
would either of you like to push your rolls?
No.
Yeah, I like push my roll because it's already a critical failure. I'm pretty sure, so might as well.
Yes.
46. What's the spot
I'd
hidden?
like to 25.
25. Yeah. So
Would you like to
No,
spend
thank
any?
you.
Okay.
I am already a third of my luck points now.
Alright.
I rolled a 26, so I look like I'm really looking
You
hard.
look like you're looking.
Oof.
Wow, he really
something
is.
that-
Oh my god, he is a good actor. Maybe he's not even an
Something
actor. He's
that-
a really good actor. He's really good at this.
Something that, even for you guys, is hard to miss, as you kind of do a once over and then eventually start kind of getting on your hands and knees. Unfortunately, it looks like there was a little bit of rain last night, with all the with like all the mist and fog and clouds rolling in. So any signs of footsteps or anything like that, that's gone. But you do see a lantern just kind of strewn off the road.
Like into the grass.
Like, yep.
Okay.
And it's heading for those. It's just essentially just slightly off the road, not by a huge margin. Maybe like 10 to 20 feet, but it's on the side of the woods.
Hey, Phineas, was it? Finn?
Detective Finn.
Did-
Yes.
Okay, Detective Finn. Could you do me a favor? There's a lantern over there. Surely you've seen it because you are the world's second best detective. Could you go over and check that out for me? Because I've got some really important clues I'm looking at over here on the dirt path. You know, I don't want to get distracted from it. So, you know.
Of course. I always gotta get a good look at the clues.
All right. Pat him on the back.
All right.
Yeah, just go over there on your own, and I'll stay over
Gonna go
here.
over there?
Marcello,
Yes?
assist me.
Oh, of course. He
And then-
ventures over with you.
Then I get a good look at that lantern and looking for clues. Like, yeah, this is gonna be so bad.
All right. Would you like to make a... Let me double check to make sure I'm not missing something. Would you like to make another spot hidden roll with a bonus dice in this case, because you do have Marcello's help?
Okay, actually, how do you do a bonus dice again?
You will roll 2 of the 10-sided D of the D100 and 1 of the the ones places, and then you take the lowest on the 10s.
Okay.
Like advantage
So
on the tens place.
I rolled the tens. Okay.
Like advantage, but
I guess technically
only-
disadvantage because we're better at being lower, but
I guess yeah,
Okay.
technically.
All right. So, got a 36.
Got a 36. Would you-
However, yeah, I was like, maybe I could use some luck.
Okay.
I feel like we're failing, and we should probably start actually finding something.
Okay.
I need.
You
to
do have
spend-
55 luck, and your spot hidden is a 25.
Yeah, I need 11.
11.
Yeah, I need to use 11, I think. So I'm going to use 11 to succeed exactly.
Okay. Looking through the lantern after you pick it up. Firstly, it was actually like standing up. Like it's like basically like an oil lantern, kind of like how you would think like the black round base with like the candle and like the bulbous glass in the middle with like a handle on top.
Mm-hmm.
Contrary to what you'd expect in a disappearance, it wasn't like thrown on the floor or dropped in a struggle. It looks like it is standing up as it basically just stands there on the grass. You don't see any spiderweb cracks. You don't see anything strange there, but you notice a strange residue along the handle. It's somewhat black in nature and very inky as it goes across. Like it looks like it was smeared on there almost.
Okay.
But it's not anything you recognize right off the bat. Odorless. It doesn't really have anything that you know about, though.
I'm gonna
what does it taste like?
kind of different character.
Oh,
Different.
all
character.
right. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I bring it over. I'm like, all right. Based on what I seen here, seems like it was placed there with care.
Looks like it was the
It
murder
wasn't
weapon.
No.
Oh,
What?
go on. My
What
apologies.
is
My
this
apologies.
discussion, bro? Like what?
The lantern was placed there. It wasn't dropped. There wasn't a struggle. However, there is this black inky substance on the handle. I do not know what it is.
I like dip my finger
I
into
say
it
it
and look
while
at it.
still looking through my prop magnifying glass with no glass in it.
Yeah. I like tap my pointer finger on the black inky substance and like rub it between my thumb.
It sticks to you. It basically it sticks to your hand, and as you rub it between, it's not granular or anything. It's very, very like thin, essentially. It almost reminds you of like if something were to be essentially watered down.
I smell it.
Take a whiff of it. I don't know what skill this would be. I should have thought of this earlier. My bad.
Intelligence, because it's idea.
I would
it's
say
not-
yeah.
I'm getting a
idea.
good idea about what this is.
I would say maybe intelligence.
All right, I rolled a 94.
Would
Oh
you like
my
to push your
God.
roll?
I would love to push my roll. I'm gonna switch my dice out again after this as well. 22.
Let's go!
Hard success.
My idea is a 50 as well, so that's actually a half
That's
of
a
that
hard
as well.
success.
Hard success.
All right. Thinking for a bit, looking it over, you recognize this almost in a weird way. It sort of reminds you of tattoo ink.
Oh wow.
said
Um,
Tatooine. That was a different genre.
It's strange because it's not like what you'd expect in like as you look closer, kind of rubbing it between your fingers, you recognize this because it seeps into your skin pretty easily, and you have like dark pads on your on the tips of your fingers that you did it. But you notice, first of all, yeah, because it seeps into your skin, there is a slight scent to it that you almost didn't notice. But something else, there's like little bits of what look like blood mixed into it because it looks like it's supposed to be pitch black, but it's got like a faint reddish hue to it.
All right. I think I'm coming up with an idea of what's going on here. I think our Bjorn, kid who went missing, he was giving himself a little bit of a stick and poke tattoo.
Oh my.
Wasn't very good at it.
Christ.
He wasn't very good at it. He was trying to give himself like a nice little, like a lion or something on his arm. But it wasn't going so well. Yeah, he had to get away from his parents to do it, obviously. They wouldn't want him having a tattoo. But then when he realized the lion wasn't looking so good, he probably went to his friend Invar for help at his shop. Right, following, because that's where he was last seen. Invar probably tried to help him, couldn't do it, so Bjorn ran away from home so his parents wouldn't see his shitty tattoo. Case solved. All we gotta do is go verify it.
Keeper of arcane lore. Does that
Yep.
idea sound crazy to the rest of us any at all, or do we have to roll to believe it?
I would, if you, okay, I will either let you roll or you can just do it normally. Or you can use intuition. You can either roll. If you want to roll, I would say it would be a idea roll.
I say they don't even have to roll. They just know it's bullshit.
Oh.
It's probably pretty bullshit.
Okay, you know what? Then I'm gonna come up with a question that should be pretty obvious. So you're saying every single one of these guys that we're missing got tattoos? Is that what you're trying to say?
Fuck. Are you sure you're not like a detective on the side? Like, are you sure actor's like your main job? Like, you're good at this.
What if
I'm not
actor
just
is
an
just a persona that he plays?
I'm not just an actor. I'm a method actor.
He's a deep
Ooh,
cover.
chills went down my spine. All right.
He's
starting to
a
like
deep
you.
cover as a detective.
With my prop magnifying glass with no glass.
And what was your what'd you say? Elizabeth. I remember names. Don't worry.
Yeah.
What was you said something a second ago.
About what?
I didn't hear it. I was fawning over this guy.
Oh, I was just saying, like, what if him being an actor is just, like, actually a cover?
I think you're right. Wow, are you a detective as well?
I might
Only
be.
in the movies. Kid.
Wow, these guys. I might have to up your guys' zinc. Like you're cut of the pay. I didn't realize you were so good at this. All right. Let's go talk to Invar. Correct.
Yeah, that was his name.
I'm looking around at them too.
Invar?
Invar, correct?
Okay.
Invar. Nickel and iron mixed together.
Right. I'm not gonna make you roll for this. You guys have been rolling poorly.
Yeah, it's whatever. Unless you guys want to look for something more around you. There's like a cabin here, isn't there?
If you'd like to, actually, yeah.
What do you got? What are you guys feeling? I was like the lead detective on this case, but I feel like I'm being outmatched.
No. You have to be the lead detective. Like, you're like the leader.
Right, I am the leader. All right, Invars.
Invars?
Onwards.
All right. As you all...
Really coming up. Deadly.
So,
Chills down my spine.
returning... Are you going to be taking the lantern or no?
Oh yeah, I'm holding the lantern still.
Okay.
Unless you were still, I kind of took it to look at the stuff. Unless you want to hold it, detective number 2.
Marcello, would you kindly hold the lantern?
Of course, sir. And he picks up the lantern. Brings it, kind of picks it up, brings it. Essentially, he does do it with like a towel though, so he doesn't get the tattoo ink all over his hands.
Good thing. I like this guy.
This,
Is he a detective too?
Marcello.
That's
Marcello's the
whatever.
best. He's the greatest.
this Invar man seems to be quite the conundrum, shall we?
Indeed.
I would say a good candidate for a prime culprit, but we're not too sure yet.
This guy's good. Is he also a detective? I can see. Are you guys like just
No,
like,
I'm
playing a prank
not a
on me?
detective. No.
All right,
oh
it's
no.
okay.
No.
Wow. I feel
I just helped Mr. Phineas one time with a role. They needed an extra.
I see.
I was
Yeah.
about to say he was in World War One, but I was like, that hasn't. Has that
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Also
You know.
known as the Great War.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
don't call it World War One.
Marcello here was actually in the Great War. He's seen some shit. He knows.
Oh,
wow.
Thank you
Uh,
for your service. What side did you fight? We're not going to question it.
I was fighting for His Majesty's army.
Okay, I thought so, but like we're in Europe, I didn't know if there was some kind of weird
God
like
damn,
spy thing
everything he
going
says
on.
is so fucking amazing.
It kind of is.
Anyways.
It's really captivating.
Right.
Invar.
Venturing back into town. You all eventually gather yourselves at kind of another building in the same style as the Long Wave, although it's most definitely, I guess, how do I put it? Both more and less stylistic. You can see, like, over the door, there's actually, like, that dragon head sort of type flourish carved out of wood. And it looks a little bit like a longhouse almost. It's actually, like, yeah, it's stylistically done. Made out of the same kind of wood material. Well, yeah, wood material. It's wood. It's made of wood. Why am I stumbling over this? It's made of, like, essentially the same stacked logs on top of each other. It's longhouse, got the dragon head over the front of the door with a sign hanging from it with a symbol, which I will send to all of you now. Give me 2 moments. As well as a sign underneath it that states the name of the store, which is the Never Lost. Looking at the door, you can see like a very, I guess, poorly done almost stained glass window. It looks like it's been broken a few times and then he tried to repair it with like things crammed in there. But yeah, and then obviously it's got like, it still does though. It has like a cohesive pattern. It looks like waves crashing. But yeah. That hopefully symbol should come up.
Yeah, I got it. I'm putting it on the screen
No.
right now. Well, that's
but
an
it
interesting symbol. I sketch it down in my sketchbook really shittily like.
all right. Although one thing that is not on this rendition of it, those lines in the center, all of them kind of continue through.
All right, instead of being a circle, like cross.
Yeah, I couldn't find any of them online that had the circle and then the both of the lines, so
All right.
I didn't want to fuck it up in paint. But entering into the area, it's almost like you entered into a hoarder's den. Almost.
Oh.
You can see, like,
I'm
there is
feeling deja vu.
organization to it. There's just a lot of stuff in here.
Quinnen?
That's what I'm thinking. I think maybe
But-
Quinnen was Isacat.
But like in the back, you can see there is a whole ton of parchments in the back, like old parchments. Along a few areas, there's like a whole bunch of different trinkets. It looks like little stones with runes carved into them. There's a few very dusty-looking axes hanging from the ceiling, as well as a whole bunch of other different trinkets. You can see like an old bronze teapot, what looks like a very particularly made stone, and then just a lump of rock that you're not really sure about. And then glancing to your left, there's basically just a long counter with even more stuff like above it on shelves above behind where a person would stand. And then as you enter in, you see a very, very old looking man, like hunched over with like almost like a walking stick, almost. Like a full-on, just like his hair is like thinning at the top. Tired-looking eyes, as well as notably, it looks like bandages wrapped around his left arm, like all the way down. And you can see he's got like he's like struggling to like move a mop around, and you can hear hear him like grunting like, "Oh, stupid shuttle," as he just kind of does that. Oh, all right. What do you want? You three of you, I can see you there.
Hello.
Greetings.
We want to ask you some questions.
Alright.
What
That's
for?
One second, sir. 1 sec. I pull him in for a huddle. The
That's a little
two companions.
aggressive.
Alright, could you two keep them distracted a little bit while I want to look at what these stones are, but I kind of want to do it sneaky like, you know?
Okay, alright, that's doable.
Alright.
We
Best
have to
Hello
do
there.
this
Top
together.
3 detectives on 3. 1, 2, 3. Top 3 detectives.
Justice.
I can hear
Hi.
you, Cutter. I can hear you over there.
Alright, you guys go.
Hi there, sir. How's it going?
If you want to look at the stones, I'm used to window shopping. I don't really care that much. I want to replace anything anyways.
Okay, I go and look at the stone.
Okay, maybe we're not the top 3 best detectives.
You guys keep them distracted still.
You were
Don't
not
worry.
very quiet about any of that, I will say.
I'll look at the stone.
Alright. Mainly, they all seem to be, in a way, like, almost like coins. It's kind of strange. You feel like they were maybe, it's like they're all very smooth, first of all. One side is like, kind of like ideal skipping stones,
Ooh.
almost. The only thing is that on one side, very carefully carved in, there's more of these runes. They kind of look like the ones adorning the outside of the symbol up at the top, as well as what is essentially just a blank side and then one very delicately carved side on the front. They're yeah.
Interesting.
Other than that, though, if you'd like to spot any details, you could do a roll for that, but
I
there's
would
not much else.
love to spot some details because I am a detective.
All right, go ahead and make a spot hidden roll, and we'll say this applies for the whole store.
All right.
I will say, because
I
why
hope
not?
you got some new dies,
I'm
buddy.
pushing my luck. I got a 50 at first. All right, I got 30.
Pushing?
Yeah, I pushed it. I got a 38, but my spot hidden's a 25. So.
All right. As you're moving around the store, would you like to use some of your luck points?
No.
No? So you're moving around, kind of putting the stones
What?
back. They kind of start glancing around kind of idly, and you bump into something, and you knock down like a whole bunch of parchments just
Fuck.
over top of something. Hey, be careful, I gotta clean this all up after you're done in here.
I apologize, sir. I quickly try and pick up the papers and just put them back.
Alright. While you're doing that, so what, you two, you are the other fellas.
Yes?
Well, there's actually 3 of you. Sorry, I didn't notice the short one.
I'm gonna kick you.
I'd like to see you try pint-sized.
This is so incredibly rude of you, sir. Do you not understand how bad this is for your business? If you keep
I
calling
don't have anyone coming in here anyways.
Well, then it's
not
gonna
like I'm
go
losing.
down the fucking drain if you keep talking to your potential customers like that. Jesus
Oh.
Christ!
Do you
Keep that
actually
in
have any
mind.
reason to do in here, or are you just wasting an old man's time?
Wait, reminder, how is this guy related to the case?
He was the last person that Bjorn was seen with.
And Bjorn is the boy. Okay.
Bjorn is the
Yep.
boy, and we found tattoo ink, and he's got a wrapped arm.
That's quite the stretch, but I'll allow it. Anyway. All right, we got some questions for you.
Finally, to the point. All right, what do you want to know?
The boy, Bjorn.
What about him?
What went down the last time you talked to him?
Like last night,
Yeah.
you came in here to hear some stories.
What kind of stories?
Well, I don't know if you thought about this, but it's not exactly easy to go find a bunch of antiques. I had to dig most of this shit up myself. You want to hear about how I found some of it?
I want to know the story you told to Bjorn.
Fucking fine. Why don't you help me with this kettle, though? It's spilled everywhere. My arm fucking hurts. Look at it. And there's like a kettle of boiling water in the back behind his desk. It looks like there's it looks like basically, judging by what's on it, there's an half wet tea bag, cup of tea, and a kettle on the ground and a shit ton of water all over there. It looks like he's got his mop that he's trying to clean it up. Help me out now. He looks like he's trying to clean it up.
Right.
Help me out and I'll tell you a story.
Fun size. You get the story, I'll get the pot.
Oh, okay. I'm not fun size though. My name is Elizabeth.
Okay, you want story. Alright, you see that wall of parchments on the back?
It's the
Yes,
one that
sir.
I'm putting back up.
Yep.
Oh,
Why
my
not go
apologies.
fetch one for me and I'll tell you. It doesn't really matter. I found most of these in the same place.
Okay.
I hand
Fetch one for me.
I hand her one of the random ones that I'm putting back up on like wherever they were.
Okay. Bringing back, essentially, as you like pick it up, it very much feels like it might fall apart at any moment. Like it's really old, really, 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 really old. It looks like there's some damage at the edges of it too. Like it's like got like holes, rips, tears, slight nicks on it. It's been kept remarkably well. You can actually see conveniently. It is now in the general. If you'd like to pull that up.
Yes.
But it's a map of the surrounding area done in, well, you'll see. So, you wanted to know about the surrounding. I guess one of my travels was I was looking for some ruins of old Viking ship. Found one off the coast of off the northern coast of Trondheim. I dug up the rest of it, and there's well, dug it up. Had to actually dive down. Somehow, miraculously, this crate had managed to remain dry. Most of the shit in there was all waterlogged. I ended up digging it up and brought it back, and there's a bunch of those parchments that I now sell. Most of them ended up being maps of the nearby areas, but, sorry, not much interesting going on.
Interesting.
Anything else you want to know?
Detectives! Anything else we want to know?
What happened to your arm?
Aren't you the bookworm?
I spilled fucking boiling water on it.
That's so.
You can see. I got the kettle right here. Other one in. What's your name,
seen it.
Mr. Smoothskin? What's your name?
Why didn't
Oh,
we-
is that me?
Yeah, it's you.
Gurmabomb. Phineas Gurmabomb.
Phineas Gurmabom's helping me fucking with the kettle, cleaning it up.
All right.
Hey, Professor.
Yes?
What do you know about the local legends having to do with all that shipwreck nonsense?
DM, what do I know?
Do you know? A lot of the time coming back. First of all, you saw this earlier last night. It gets very foggy in the fjords, and it basically rolls in, and they're very much essentially just, essentially, the fjords are just big open crevasses at times, and if you're not careful and you can't see where you're going, you can just strike a rock and go down. Although you do know that the Norse peoples heavily put myths on this, and they said sometimes if you angered the gods, then who knows, Ran might, I think that was the name, Norse god of nets, might come and essentially drag you down if you angered them. Stuff happens. There was also myths of the sea serpent as well, which is probably why those are on the map, but yeah, not a lot that you could think of that would ever be with anything specifically with a downed ship.
All right, I finished putting up that pot or whatever.
All right. It's still very warm to the touch when you're moving it around. It's just hot water, it looks like.
Well, I've got another question for you then, Mr.
What do you want with
Avern, was it?
Young kids these days never get anyone's name. Invar. Not Ivan.
Oh, my apologies.
Invar.
Invar. Like the alloy. Sir, I find it mighty strange that you were able to wrap up your arm so fast, considering this water, it's still hot to the point of it being kind of warm while my associate here is cleaning it up. Are you sure you wrapped your arm up immediately after? Or is it from a prior injury, maybe?
Immediately after? You know how fast water cools down? It's not super, especially when the first thing you do is wrap up your fucking arm.
You're getting mighty defensive there, sir.
I'm
Please,
sorry, I just don't exactly like it when younger folk just come in and barge into my store.
Sir, I'm not. I appreciate you calling me young, but I'm definitely not. I'm past my prime.
Tell
so
me
please,
something.
take me with some sort of... Oh, I'm
Does
listening.
No, what do
anything
you want?
get spooky around here?
Spooky?
Yeah.
What do you mean spooky? It's a fucking fishing village. There's nothing here. I settled down because it's calm.
Oh, yeah,
Calm?
mighty calm, all right.
Isn't there like 18 people missing or something?
Is that many now?
Well, I think it's like 16, maybe 17 now at this point. 16 as of last night,
Many?
17 now.
Is that many?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to Odor?
The fuck is that?
This is a fucking police officer. This is supposed to be his
Oh,
job.
yeah,
Who the hell are you?
he got taken. I'm his replacement, sir. He got taken. He's kind of got wrapped up in this whole thing. He's one of the numbers now. He's a statistic.
What?
And unfortunately, your friend Bjorn here is as well. That's what we're looking
The
into.
hell do you mean Bjorn is a statistic?
As in, he's
Marcello,
one of the
produce
numbers
the
now.
lantern.
Wow.
See, he puts up the lantern on the desk, and you can see Invar's face kind of goes from, like, skeptical to, like, an oh shit look.
You recognize the lantern.
Hey, I had it last night.
All right.
Huh?
You accusing me of this?
Well, I'm not accusing you of anything right now. Currently, we're just trying to find the facts. Currently, the
Seems
facts
like your
point
boy
towards this
Bjorn.
direction.
Yeah. And maybe one of your little ghost stories had Bjorn interested.
Excuse me, my ghost stories are not actually ghost stories. They're just tales of how I got all this shit.
Now, sir,
Yeah,
I've got another
gestures
question
around.
for you. This one's going to be
Yeah.
real important for you to answer correctly.
Ah, fire away.
Now, this might seem a little odd. Maybe a little, Sorry, my brain turned off there. Have you gotten or given a tattoo anytime recently?
Oh, God!
Oh wow.
I would like you to make a
Fast talk,
charm.
fast
What?
talk. Yeah,
Either
okay.
what? I would say either make it. One of you can make a charm roll.
Who's one
with
of us?
this?
What,
one
not,
of you,
not
'cause you're all
persuade?
You're all in. You're all in. There's a persuade skill.
Yeah, there's a persuade.
I'll do it. I'll do charm. Hell yeah, I'll do charm.
Oh wait, no, my bad. Sorry, persuade.
I'll do
If
persuade.
It would be.
I'm doing
It would
persuade.
be persuade then. My apologies.
Oh,
No,
well,
fuck you.
it's okay. I still use the same thing. I rolled a 54, so I beat it with my 56.
I'm gonna cry.
Failure.
My persuade is a 70. I rolled a 74.
Would you like to?
Oh.
I'm gonna.
You can spend some luck.
I'm gonna spend.
Would you like to spend
I'm
luck?
pushing my luck.
We could double succeed.
Your
on the
56.
your luck?
persuade.
56.
56. All right. All right. A tattoo?
Yes, indeed.
I had some old needles back here. He kind of
You just keep.
Wow.
rings himself. He
I'm
kind of
really glad we persuaded this.
hobbles like back with his cane, like leaning on it, kind of like essentially just moving around on it. It's actually surprisingly nice compared to everything else in the store. With what you kind of see, it's a little bit.
Is cane or the needles?
His cane.
All
It's
right.
surprisingly nice. Like everything else in the store seems to be at least worn down by age. This looks like it's kept very well. Like a hardwood core with like some gold filaments in it. It looks like. He kind of lumbers over, picks up a box, brings it down. Right here the needles.
Why don't you just have a box of needles? Like,
tattoos were a big part of the Norse culture. You can find some on some ships sometimes.
all right, interesting.
Actually, I got one right here, and he moves down his he like pulls up his other arm sleeve, the one that's not bandaged up, and you can see the same symbol that he had over the door on his arm.
Oh, the runic looking
Yes.
symbol?
Professor, what does that rune mean?
Yeah, what does that rune mean?
It's called the Vegvisir. It's Icelandic, actually. It's just a charm that they would put on to prevent you from getting lost, even if you didn't know where you were going. I thought, well, I'm traveling. I might as well put that on.
You don't happen to,
Man that
by
prepares.
chance, be able to give tattoos, do you?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing
Do you
actually. I was a
think-
little I was a little
Do you
curious.
think I would be able to give a tattoo with my
You got
age?
the needles.
Well, I
can sell you a charm with it on it.
I would actually, yeah. Could I get one
I'll
of those?
take one.
Could I?
Yeah, we'll all take one.
Could I actually get one, but like
Okay.
on layaway? I'm a little.
Poor guy.
Pay up front.
All right. Let's see. Do you do
You
trade?
poor man. Don't worry, I got you.
No, I've got a granola bar. Oh, never mind. I ate that.
Oh my god.
I could trade you.
I
Oh,
ca-
do you
I
want?
Bias.
I could trade you a single bullet.
Pay up front.
Can I trade?
I don't do trades. I kind of
Alright.
gotta feed myself. Bullets don't exactly buy food.
Hey,
Yo,
I mean, if you use them
let me-
correctly, they kind of do. They don't buy it, but they get you. Hey, Phineas, can I borrow like just like couple bucks?
I've literally been offering to you to pay. Yes, I'll pay for
I
it.
appreciate it.
All right, back in the character.
All right,
We'll take it.
we'll take it.
Alright, let me go get some. And he goes over and he kind of hobbles away outside the counter. He goes over and you can see like there's a rack of like different wooden carved things on the wall. It looks like a whole bunch of different symbols, and he's like, not that one, not that one. There's one. 3, right?
4.
4. Not that one.
I'll go unprotected.
Alright, I only got 3, unfortunately.
Well, that's a coincidence, some would say, but that's unfortunate.
Can I offer you one for sweet dreams? Can I offer you a bunch of different ones?
You got one for fortune in the future? Good luck, like general, like
no
intelligence,
not really.
maybe like notice, like being perceptive, like.
I got one for
trying to get some artifacts.
I got one that could hopefully help you in battle, but you don't exactly look like the fighting types, none of you.
Well, I want. Never mind. I'm kind of broke. Psst, hey, can I get 2?
Wait, sorry, I'm out of
I'm
that
whispering.
one too.
Okay, never mind.
I'm out of that one too.
You keep like showing
I'm,
off your products, but
conveniently out
like,
of, yeah,
you're, like, out of-
kinda-
what do
Oh,
you have?
What do I have?
3
I,
protection chops.
We'll take the
okay,
3
here's
protection
your-
no matter what.
Here's your Vegvisirs.
Alright.
He kind of lays down 3 wooden ones on the He kind of lays down 3 wooden ones on his counter.
Mhm.
Just kind of haphazardly throws them on there. You can see he leaves quite a few other different charms just kind of dangling there. All of them carved in wood.
What
He made a little bit of a mess of it.
what do
I-
you got there? What do those ones do? I'm curious.
I kind of have them a little disorganized.
Got like a a catalog or
You can go look if you'd like.
like a website? That's not a thing.
I think we're gonna take the Vegvasirs, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm thinking like, okay, you know, it's fine.
Mar-
I'm not
Marcello,
superstitious, so you know.
I can't.
I mean, yeah, buying the compass things.
I'm not superstitious. It's not my money.
Yeah, fair enough.
I can't
sir.
have you being in danger. Here.
It's kind of you, sir. Thank you. And he goes and he puts it around his neck.
I'll be fine.
You sure you don't want one for yourself, sir? And after all, Gray says he's not very superstitious.
I'm superstitious.
That is
Alright.
so hesitant, bro.
That's very hesitant. And while you're
Alright.
at it, you want to buy this? Someone take it off my hands.
What is
He,
that?
Like, gestures to that parchment.
Oh, the map.
Yeah.
I'll give you 30 kronens for it.
That's probably way too much for Matt.
That's fuck it, sure, why not? It don't make sales anyways.
All right.
Yeah, take the map.
Just give it my whole wallet.
Oh wow.
This
Take
is your
the map.
wallet.
There's 30 kronens in it.
You are very bad at making financial decisions.
You know, it's what it be.
And he drags it behind his counter, and he's like, alright, hold on, I want to see if I got any copies of that one first.
Well, since Gray's not superstitious, I guess he doesn't need his Vegvasir.
Uh-huh.
You know, I don't think I have any copies of it, just take that one.
All right, I appreciate it.
I'll throw in the Vegvasir as well.
Like a fourth Exorcist?
No, I'm
Oh.
just throwing in the 3 for the cost of your wallet.
I appreciate it.
Probably worth a few.
I don't need it. I'm out of money. Why would I have a
Hey.
wallet if I don't have any money?
Anything else you guys need?
I mean, like I said, if you've got any more of those like
I'm all out of those ones.
But like,
Oh, if you wanna
I know, but
peruse
like
the
one
store.
of the other types. You said you got multiple different things. What do they do? Curious.
A whole bunch of different things. It depends on the one that you fancy.
All right, that one. I grab one random or point at one random one. What does that do?
That one.
Yeah.
That one's the dreams one, and you can see it kind of looks like it's like a bunch of lines. Kind of looks like they're almost like hooks.
All right.
Almost
I look for the
dangling
next.
from a bunch of things.
I look for the next one that's not a dream catcher, and I point at that one. What's that one?
That one. That
Uh-huh.
one's called the Aegis Helmer. It's from protection in irresistible. Irresistible in being irresistible in battle.
I thought you said you were out. I want that.
Irresistible.
I want that. I want that.
You want that one?
I do. I
Does
want
that mean like your enemies will find you irresistible? As
That's
in
what
No,
I'm-
yeah,
that's what
as
I
in
think
your
it is.
enemies fall at your feet before you.
Oh, I
What
thought.
kind of wars have you been thinking of?
I don't know. I've been called irresistible in the past, but usually
thought-
it just means I'm hot.
I thought that's what it was gonna be as well.
No, it means that you fucking split
No,
the
I'll take
skulls
it.
of your
I'll-
enemies open.
I'll take it anyways. I think I can make it work for the other thing. I'll take it.
I highly doubt that, but alright.
I pay him with
Anything
a s-
else you want? Anything
Yeah.
else you're gonna buy? I got a whole bunch of stuff in here.
I appreciate it. I'm good.
Anyone
Marcia?
else?
Wait, so to confirm, his story, how much did his story really like coincide with Bjorn's action?
Shit, we
Not
probably
at
should have
all.
looked into that. Yeah.
It didn't coincide at all. It was he told them about how he found the box of maps. Bjorn disappears.
Wait, did Bjorn ever buy a map? Did he buy a map from you?
Not ever.
God damn it. The leads are going cold.
What is everyone?
He's good.
If anyone would like, I will allow you to. Make a. Is there an insight? I don't say things insight. I will allow you to make an intelligence roll if any of you would like.
I rolled a 31 and my intelligence is 50.
You're not gonna
All right.
believe me.
What'd you get?
You actually don't think that he's telling the truth on that one.
I got a 1.
A 1?
Wow.
A 1. All right. As you barely note. All right, you barely notice this. It's because it's very subtle. When he mentions that he never sold Bjorn a map or anything like that, he like very subtly glances out of the corner of his eye to the wall essentially that you guys had been at. It's like it's very brief. It's like almost like 1 or 2 milliseconds, not anything more. He writes himself very quickly though, and you can see like a slight tightening in his curled up in his bandaged hand.
You're lying, Einvar.
Kind of leans over. What makes you say that one?
What you looking at over there?
My map collection?
What were you looking at that wall when I mentioned Bjorn buying something from you?
Cause he bought.
You bought? You bought something?
He at one point got the axe above that wall. At one point you can see like.
Oh.
At one point you can see like, there's like a very loose nail, but it looks like it's. Yeah, there's like a nail essentially there, with what looks like quite a large layer of dust. By the way, if you guys ever want to make a roll, just let me know.
Okay. Does it look like the outline of an axe, like in dust, against the wall?
Go ahead and make a roll for me.
Kind.
I should have been more specific there. You can make a spot hidden roll with that.
For the love of God, please.
You
Spent 2 luck points. 25 exact. I barely make it.
not only is there not an axe point there, it doesn't look like anything's been there in years.
Alright, now you're just going actually insane, old man. There's not an axe up there. What are you going on about?
I feel like you wrote that wrong. There's not an axe up there. Of course there's not. He said he sold it.
There's not an axe up there. What are you...
I sold the axe to Bjorn, you dumbass.
I apologize. Let me rephrase that. There has not been an axe. If there even has been an axe up there, there has not been an axe up there in years. And from what we heard, Bjorn was very young. I don't think he would sell an axe to a 9-year-old.
13.
He was 13, but I said the axe was up there years ago. Alright, it was up there years ago, which means Bjorn would have been younger years ago. He would not sell an axe to a 13-year-old, let alone someone younger than that. At least I hope not, or else we're gonna have some other problems here.
You've been caught lying, Inva. What are you hiding?
Right. Well, you're free to peruse the store, as I said. I don't exactly.
That's not what we're talking about.
In.
This is a detect. Look, all right. At first, we were just thinking that you were maybe a person of interest in this case. Maybe we'd have to talk to you a couple times. But now you're starting to look like the main suspect because you're not giving all the information to us.
Oh,
all right, fine. You want to know what happened to the axe? It got stolen.
All right,
by his
who?
dad.
By his dad. All right, why?
I don't fucking know. His dad stole the axe, skipped town.
All right, then why are you friends?
An axe.
If there was an axe, it was years ago, is what I said.
You guys cut out there, or were a little hard to hear.
He said they thought there was never an axe, but there was. It was years ago, though. It wasn't recent.
Wait, is the axe what matters?
I don't know, but it's their current lead. So why are you friends with Bjorn if his father stole your axe?
Because he's a nice kid. I want him to continue my work, hopefully.
Oh, alright, so you're going to pass off your family business here to the child of the person that stole an axe from you.
Well,
yeah, that story makes about as much sense as a pig flying.
That's a little ironic, but it's it. Look, his dad's business is his problem. He stole the axe. I don't got it anymore. It's a little embarrassing.
Alright. Why?
At this point, I don't know if, like... Is this it? Is this the right information we're getting? Is this about an axe?
I don't know, but it's our current lead.
This is the route you're going down.
All right. Well, you pointed this axe out. Why did you point this axe out? There's got to be something important about it. It's not just a lumber axe, is it?
There's no outline of an axe. There's no.
I need you. I'm conducting my investigation, sir. I know you are a great detective, but let the master do his work. What was the axe? What was it?
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god.
The axe.
What is it?
I was like, It was a wooden-handled battle axe that they would usually use when they went on a Viking. It's an axe. There's nothing special about it.
Why'd you point it out then? I am so.
Because you asked about it.
You sold something to that young boy. You looked at her over my shoulder at the wall. Now, I know you weren't talking about no axe.
Was I? Whoa, that. I almost put that at Anya.
Can I please do a spot hidden check by where he was looking potentially?
Go ahead.
Okay.
The next step is you pull out your gun, Gray.
I'm getting real close to it. I'm so close. I'm so close.
That will be a 10.
A
Holy
10 at your
shit.
spot hidden
Fuck.
is. Hey. Oh shit, that's an extreme success. All right.
What was the axe?
Glancing over at the wall area. You find, first of all, yeah, it doesn't look like there was an axe there. At least hasn't been in years. It looks like any indication that there might have been one there has kind of fallen apart with time. But you do see behind the kind of wall of parchments, you glance like the sight of a book back there.
I go to the book.
All right, kind of nosing through the parchments at the back, and you find eventually your hand finds purchase on a black leather book. It's got a whole bunch of those symbols, runic symbols again inscribed on it, a bunch of separate runes on it, as well as looks like a little bit of blood. And that's where we're gonna end things.
Oh, shit.
There.
But the axe!
But
the axe!
God damn it, Invar, what is the axe?
I guess you'll find out next time.
What the fuck? I
Leave you on a
swear,
cliffhanger.
I pull out my pistol. I'm just kidding.
I'm leaving you on a cliffhanger.
All right, that's fair. That's
That was roughly 2 hours, right?
Yeah, that's about.
Yes. GG's,
Alright.
everyone.
Yeah,
GG.
GG's.
God damn, this character was supposed to die. Why the fuck am I doing well?
I need new dice.
GG.
Apparently, dude.
Dude, it's my
GG,
first
sorry
time. Yeah,
about that.
GG's. Yeah, we're supposed to end
GG's.
it. Yeah,
You need to
GG's.
get new dice.
I
Yeah.
do. All right, adios, everyone. Bye.
Bye.